Is it an understatement to say that City have to win this game against Tottenham? Personally, I feel like we're in a situation where if we don't win, we're going to have to beat Liverpool home and away if we just stand any chance of winning the title. I think if we lose against Tottenham, our chances of winning the title are very slim. And a draw wouldn't even be a good result in my eyes. Because that would be 3 league games with no wins, and in all competitions it would be 5 games. And in my opinion, if you're on that bad run of form, then you don't really deserve to win anything. Because I know last season we went like 4 games without winning, but that was 3 draws in a row and 1 loss. This is not like where we've been in a position before where we've lost 4 on the bounce. Well, not like in my personal lifetime as a City supporter. We've got to get the job done, because if we do not get the job done and Spurs win or draw, then we've got to go to Anfield and win, and we've got to beat Liverpool at the Etihad when we play them. Yes, I know it's still early, but there's just something about this City team that doesn't look like they're capable of turning around like a big deficit in a title race, because there's no Rodri, and he's not going to be back until minimum like April, May, and he might even be out for the whole season, because even though he's confirmed out for the whole season, he has said that he's going to try and play at some point this season. And one thing I've noticed about City, whenever we concede, we just collapse. We're not like one of those teams where, like we used to be before, where when we concede, we up the tempo a bit and then still manage to get a good result from the game. We're that like team at the moment where we concede and then the heads completely go to shit, and then the other team just gets loads of momentum and we give like stupid goals away. It happened against Sporting, it happened against Brighton, happened against Bournemouth, and against Tottenham, really. In these 4 games, I'm not saying that we've played good, but a lot of the goals that we've been conceding have been shit goals. Because if you concede goals from like brilliance, you can handle that. But if you concede like the goals that we've been conceding in this bad run, then you've got a reason to be pissed off with it. There is good news. Jack Grealish is back in training. John Stones is back in training. Akanji's back in training. There's still no sign of Ruben Diaz. So I'm not entirely sure what lineup City are going to put out. But one thing for certain, City, if we're at a position where we still want to remain in a good position to win the title, then we've got to win this game. I'm not saying that we can't win the title if we don't win this game, but our chances become very slim if we don't win this game, because then we'd have to do something that would be really difficult, and that would be beat Liverpool home and away, which would mean take 6 points off of them and then hope that they get like a draw or something like that after that. Because if Liverpool beat Southampton, which, no disrespect to Southampton, but I'm 99.9% certain that will happen, because Southampton are dog shit. And that's not even because Liverpool are any good, just Southampton are just dog shit and they're not good enough to be in the Premier League. But that's just my personal take. We've got to get 3 points. In my personal opinion, we've got to get 3 points. If we're to be in a position where we're still favourites for the league, because I still believe we're favourites for the league at the moment, but if we drop points in this game, then we're at a position where Liverpool become the favourites, and unless we beat them twice, or they completely just bottle it, then we're not going to win it. So this Spurs game is huge. And it's not even a case where the performance matters. Just win the game. We could win the game fucking 7-6 for all I care. Just get the 3 points. And like we could win the game with like all of the goals that we score being own goals. I don't care what happens. Just get the 3 points. Simple task. We've got to get the 3 points. Don't give away shit goals. Watch out for Spurs on the break, because this is not a good Tottenham side. I know Tottenham have been shit for like the last 15 or so years in terms of winning trophies, but they've always had like good squads. This isn't a good Tottenham team. There's no Harry Kane anymore. I know he wasn't there last season, but that's still a point to make up. The defence, if you get at them, is shit. The midfield, yeah, they've got some decent players like Basuma, Maddison, Bentancur, but Bentancur's going to be out for this game because of what that comment that he made. 7 games he's out for. So we've got to be winning this game. If we don't win this game, then there's something seriously wrong. I'm not saying that Spurs are really bad, but in terms of previous Tottenham teams that we've seen, this isn't a vintage Tottenham side. We've got to get the 3 points. Up the Blues.